everyone, welcome to Geekettes chat. Happy Octoberween. Ooh. And I don't know what just happened. And I am Shirley.
Christy, what's good?
And it's Octoberween. And
yes,
we are going to be reviewing a lot of horror films.
I have to jump in though because who gets happy for Halloween? I do. And it feels like,
I get happy in
how does
general.
horror films make me happy? I just don't understand
It's
it, but
weird.
it just totally makes...
I don't know, it's an innate fear of like just having that adrenaline rush, I guess.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
I don't know. So we're going to be reviewing this whole Octoberween, basically slasher horror films, monster horror films, haunted houses horror films, and indie horror films and indie short horror films that are free on YouTube. The indie short horror films that we are reviewing this week in the first week of Octoberween. And we are excited. And thanks for joining us. Subscribe and like if you want.
If you want to stay tuned, if you want to watch more of our reviews about these horror films,
because there'll be amazing reviews.
Definitely
We're going to be talking to directors who shot horror films. That's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
So yay! And so yes, indie short horror films this first week of Octoberween. These are all free on YouTube, so they're easy to check out. And you know we love free stuff, so let's not play. The short films we're going to be reviewing is, of course, two of them are known. Mama, Lights Out. And the other two is The Gaze and The Smiling Man. So let's go with Mama. Because it was our favorite, I think.
Our favorite.
It was our favorite. To be honest, it became a feature-length film later. Yeah, we didn't really like that one, to be honest.
No.
Well, not me personally. Let me just say.
I thought the short was more scarier, but I guess
The short was more scarier. Yeah. But I'm gonna bring that up later. How can you compare the two? But it was directed by Andres Muschietti and Barbara Muschietti, of course. Andres Muschietti directed It Chapter 1 and It Chapter 2, and he's gonna be directing the new Flash movie, I think. Yes.
Oh, wow.
So that's gonna be exciting, I guess.
I know, right?
I know, I'm kind of like, oh, super
such
impressed,
a departure.
True. So, Mama is basically about two sisters. They're in the house. It's nighttime, and they're scared as, scared as hell. And Mama's coming home tonight, and they don't know if they want to see her. So yeah, it's 2 minutes and like 40 something seconds, and it's so effective with like the way it was shot. Like you just, how it comes close up to the little girls and how they're like, oh, Mama's here, and then they, it's following them. The shot where they're in the house and they're looking downstairs from the staircase, and the way the camera just moves while they're going downstairs is like really nice. I'm sorry I'm giving stuff away if you haven't seen that, but like you were talking about how like it was amazing.
Oh yeah, the camera movement, it just takes that, it makes the action so much more intense. And so I felt like when they're seeing Mama, I can't give it away. We can't give it away because then it's like, don't watch. But yeah. Definitely the atmosphere and the camera movement were my best. I say my favorite part of the show.
Yeah, and how they just like following the movements of the characters, and it's just rapid, and it's like, you feel that fear, and also the music, the tension rising, and that's where you be like, oh yeah, that's why It Chapter 1 was really good. So it was like, oh yeah, and they were little girls in that. The Mama feature length, this is interesting. It's like, how can you compare a short film with a feature length film? Because they have to grow that story to 2 hours, where a short, they could just do the rapid like horror, suspense, and story, in the short way. So I don't know if you could compare really, but I don't know how you feel.
I mean, I feel like, I don't know, I'm just a big fan of the short, that I feel like it's its own thing from the movie, because the movie definitely takes
the movie takes I guess a little
different
more
turn.
Liberty with like the uncle coming in, and and his girlfriend taking the kids in and stuff. And I did like the beginning of the feature-length film when the dad basically like kills the mom and takes the that was probably the most scariest part. It was the beginning. And I don't know what it was, but I feel like the person that does the caption of like the movements of Mama is amazing. We see some of the behind the scene videos of them, and the movement goes with the camera in a sense. The camera kind of like moves with it in the short. Not as much in the feature length film because the CGI was so like not defined, or like it wasn't rendered good. I don't know. It was too CGI.
In the short?
No.
In the feature.
Well, the short, for some reason it felt better, even though they didn't probably have the budget or like the time for it. No. It felt so like fake, or in the sense, I don't know what to say, in the feature length film.
Oh, okay. So,
yes, check out Mama. It was really good. You can see why they're like doing movies now.
So we'll put all the links for the films down
below. We'll put it down below.
Or we'll put together a little playlist or something.
Your next film.
Yes. So, Lights Out. Very basic film. Like, I don't want to say simple, but I feel like
but
he
effective.
Probably did it with like 2-3 crew members or something like. That's what it looks like, right?
Probably just him.
I have to say, it's in an apartment, and he's probably using, and this is, when I say he, it's David Sandberg, who also did Annabelle, and he...
Oh my god, he did do Annabelle.
I forgot that he did Shazam.
Shazam, yes.
And he's doing Shazam too.
And he did the feature length of Lights Out.
He did the feature, of course, the feature length of Lights Out. And I have to say, Lights Out is one of my favorite horror films. The feature length, if you haven't seen it, but the short is also a favorite of mine.
Yeah, the feature
length is 2 rooms, like a hall room and a small bedroom. Genius, I love it, and I felt like it wasn't really big production value. It was very basic, and
the actress.
There's build up to it. This is what I love about it. Instead of it being like a very scary jump scare, it's like a little build up and then a big jump scare. Like towards the end or like in between. So it's that's what my favorite thing about it. And like the monster is pretty scary.
The actress is
his wife, right?
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Getting your family involved in projects.
I know it's easy. It's easy. You don't have to pay so much. You're like, all right, do this project for me. Exactly. And they're like, all right, let's do it. And she was actually pretty good, like her fear and stuff.
Yeah,
I've noticed the monster kind of resembled something. In a sense of her. Just watch the short.
Yeah, just watch the short.
Watch the short.
Also, if you haven't seen Lights Out, we'll also tag it at the end of the video and also down below in the description because we have a review on it as well. And we give all the details about the film there. But it's an amazing horror film.
Yep. The next one is The Smiling Man? I saw this one a couple of years ago and I was like, oh, Chrissy, watch this one, because I was like, so she just recently saw it, and is directed by AJ Bionis, and it's a little girl. She's by herself watching TV. It's nighttime. I'm like, where are the parents at? Where are all the parents in these kids' shorts? I'm like, yeah. But it's the point. It's the point of the fear. And so, but still, I'm like, yeah.
Where's your mama?
Yeah, I'm like, yo, or anybody. Be any parent or guardian or something. Like, where are they at? And this girl's like 2 or 4 or something. And I'm like, where's she at? But anyways, so cute. She starts seeing balloons in places and is like, what's going on? And then there's something mysterious and creature like basically like attacking her in a sense, you know, glooming over her. So it's for me it was very scary because at one, it was a little girl. She looked like 4 or 5. Her acting was really good. To be honest, her acting was better than some shorts or movies where I see in horror movies. I'm like, damn, okay. I'm like,
she's got potential.
Right, you got potential. Good job, little girl. And because you just see her wonder, but you also see the fear, but also the curiosity of like, what are these balloons and what are they carrying? And then you could see the rising tension of her going to catch these balloons, but also like her footsteps and her little sneakers, and
So cute.
and it's so cute. And she got pigtails, so it's like she's innocent, and she represents innocence. And so you have this like creature, this like smiling man, basically is the title, coming after her, luring her in. And I feel like that's kind of a statement. I don't know what the director was trying to say, but I was telling you, like, was it the statement of like how men will lure little girls or little boys or to capture the innocence and kill it, or like, or or pollute it or anything like that, the terror of like you don't know who's gonna come after your children,
and how dangerous,
or little girls or women's as well, men come after them.
I felt like
them.
when I was watching the short, I felt like this kid, how dangerous it is, like to be a kid in a sense where there is, scratch that, I'm not gonna say that. Oh, I don't know what I was gonna say. I lost my thought. Anyways,
I think it's about the house.
No, I like what you mentioned before, the innocence and curiosity, and you can see those two playing out within the child, and how you see how this curiosity is what puts her in danger, and also the innocence of it as well. So I think that was the most creepiest part, like just watching her be more curious, because there is a moment in the short where she sees the monster, but instead of running away, she walks towards it slowly. And so it's really
it's like, it's crazy because
so
you're scared, but at the same time it's like the curiosity gets the better of you, and it's scary how that happens. It's like, even though you should have that flight or fight the movement, or
And I don't know if that's something that you just get as you get older, because I feel like with kids, I feel like most kids are probably fearless. And
yeah, that's true. Even with the acting, they're more fearless.
And it's like they don't know what dangers are out there, and all the dangers and all that stuff. So.
No, it's true. Yeah, I get they're more fearless. They don't know. They know, but they don't know as much as like with the experience of growing up and getting these, I guess, experience of life. That's when you start realizing, like, wait, the world is a scary place. Like, hold up, So yeah. Basically that. That one was really good. So check it out. We'll link it down below.
And there was a little CGI too, I think, in there.
I think so.
Yeah, and I thought it was done really well. So
yeah, with the blood and stuff.
We won't get any more away.
Yeah, true. All right, next one.
And the last one that we wanted to mention is by Christina Rhea, and it's called The Gaze. Now, this one is a bit of a plot twist at the end. So
yeah, I didn't see that one coming.
And I think that that's the most engaging part of the movie, is the whole plot twist. But it's interesting from the beginning. It starts with a woman watching TV, and I guess it just takes you through her. It takes you into her life in another world. Like, I don't even want to say that. It kind of has like this like magical kind of cult vibe to it.
Yeah.
And then you see her in a regular, like,
because you think it's
world,
one way.
And then you think, oh, it's a normal woman just walking down the street. Is something gonna happen to her? And something completely different happens, and you're like, what the heck? What?
You're like, wait, what?
So yeah,
I didn't see that.
I feel like it had a cult magic type vibe to it. I don't want to say anything else.
Otherworldly type vibe.
Yeah.
Because even in the beginning, you were like, oh, this is that type of like horror film, but then it like changes, and you're like, wait a second, hold on, okay. So yeah, that one was good too. So we're gonna link it down below as well. Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Like, we did 4.
Yeah.
There's a lot of horror short films. Actually, just like look it up on YouTube, and you're gonna find many of them.
And they're really good. Some of them are good. So yeah. But before we go, I want to tell you that we mentioned earlier that we're gonna do an interview with a director from Blacktastic Media. He's actually doing a film called The Comforter, and it's a horror film, horror short, and it's gonna premiere at the end of the month, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that. And next
Stay
week
tuned.
we have the Haunted House review.
Also, my birthday haul.
Oh yes.
That's not really like... But I just wanted to put it in.
Yes,
Okay.
Okay.
It's my birthday.
Okay, I'll let
October
you have that
4th,
one.
Sunday. So...
Whatever.
Yeah, I know. It's not like... But to be honest, we're going to kind of be reviewing films that don't really go into the holiday.
Yes.
Probably 2 or 3. And so the birthday haul, we're like, oh, okay, you know.
So for all those who are not horror film fans, please, we will be providing some
Other
films,
no
not horror.
reviews or videos as well.
Well,
But through this whole month, we are doing horror movies.
because
mostly.
we love horror films. Yes.
Subscribe, like, write down below whatever horror short films you've seen that we haven't seen, maybe, or, you know, well, you wouldn't know if we haven't seen, but, like, you know, put it down below. We'll probably watch them, or we have seen them, and we'll comment and be like, hey, okay, cool.
And if you've seen any of these shorts already, tell us what's your favorite.
Yeah, what you feel about them. Give your opinion and stuff. So, yeah.
Awesome sauce.
Awesome sauce. Subscribe, like.
All right.
Happy October week.
Happy October week. Take care. Peace.